Hello, my dear friends. My name is Harold, and welcome to The Sanctum. In this video, I'm going to be talking about how you can do self-therapy using a mask. So, first of all, this is a technique that can be very powerful. And what you're essentially doing here is you're going to need, first of all, you're going to need a mirror that's big enough for you to either stand or sit in front of and see your entire self as much as possible. A majority, at least half of your body, you need to be able to see in this mirror. And then you're going to need a mask. And what this is going to do is, over time, the whole point of this exercise is to begin to disidentify you from the life that you've lived. Now, why would you want to do that? Well, first of all, a lot of the suffering that we go through in life can be due to how we identify with the experiences that we've had or have. We have this thing called an identity as a human being. This identity is sort of like a filter that determines how we perceive our reality. In yoga, we call it the ahankaram. And this particular identity, let's say we have a negative experience in our life. This negative experience places a label or a mark on our identity. And our identity changes due to that experience we had. The same goes for a positive experience. When we have a positive experience, the identity changes as well. So let's say an individual had an experience where they were speaking in public as a teenager, and something happened, and they forgot their lines and everybody laughed. And that person thought that they were a terrible speaker, and they thought that they were unconfident. And that experience marked their identity as somebody who is terrible at public speaking. Now, even years later, when public speaking comes up and they have an opportunity to speak in public, they try to avoid it because they know a negative experience happened. But this is because the identity has formed an association and created a label that defined them in a certain way because of that experience that they've had in the past. So, like this can apply to every experience we had. Now, the experience that I just shared is quite mild compared to a serious trauma that somebody may have had in childhood or something like that. Regardless of the experience, all of this changes our identity. So, this technique that I'm about to share with you is extremely powerful. It's something that I've done with myself and created a lot of freedom within me. To do this technique, you will need a large mirror and you will need a mask. Any mask will do, but it's a mask by which you can kind of hide pretty much your whole face. This is important because what you're going to be doing is you're going to be taking an appropriate mask and you're going to be taking your entire past and linking it with this mask. And then you're going to take out the mask and put it away in a drawer somewhere or in a cupboard or something, putting it away. Because this identity, this ego that we have, that we use to perceive our reality, is a collection of experiences. And when we go beyond it, when we go beyond the identity or remove the labels that define us, we are able to shift and change and be whoever we want. Why do we have to be restricted? Because of the experiences that we had. So this is the freedom that this technique can offer. However, it needs to be done for a certain period of time. I would recommend doing it for 30 days and spending at least half an hour a day doing it. But I'm telling you, if you actually do it, it is phenomenal. It is life-changing. So to do this, what you're going to do is have a diary, write on it that it's day one. You're going to spend 30 days, sit in front of the mirror so that you can see you see yourself in the mirror. you're going to take the mask and you're going to put the mask on like that. So imagine that the mask is now on me. And you're going to be looking at the mirror with the mask on, and you're going to go back in time in your mind to the earliest memory that you can think of. That you can think of. Maybe you're 4, maybe you're 5, maybe you were 2, whatever. The earliest memory you can think of, positive or negative, it doesn't matter. Start somewhere, and you're just going to start talking to yourself in the mirror with the mask on about your life. For example, you might say with the mask on, I remember being 2 years old and I was out in a field and I had a beautiful dog named Tom and blah, 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 blah. And you just start telling yourself your entire life story. For 30 minutes, set a timer with this mask on. This could be positive experiences, this could be mundane experiences, this could be highly negative experiences, even traumatic experiences. Everything that comes up from the earliest memory that you can think of onwards. So maybe you were 2 and you remember some experiences, then you were 3, 4, like that, until half an hour has gone by. When the alarm bell rings and it's been half an hour, what you want to do is then you're going to remove the mask and you're going to put the mask away, hide it in a cupboard or drawer or something like that. And you're going to do this every day for 30 days. Now what happens is you're going to go through all these experiences. Even things that you've forgotten will come up because you start to access those areas of the mind that you may not have accessed for a while. Even mundane experiences. I remember when I was doing this, I was remembering things that I completely forgot, positive and negative. Now, the positive ones, you're going to feel elated, excited, and happy and all of that. The negative ones, you may cry, you may shout in anger, you may be sad. That's okay. All the emotions that you feel, that's a part of the process. Feel them because they're being released from you. That is the part of the therapy. They're being released from you because you're going back there and you're reprocessing what went on. So it does take a little bit of courage to do this sort of thing. But what makes it really powerful is after a while of doing it, maybe 15, 16 days of doing it, because your unconscious mind, that hidden observer at the back that is observing everything that you're doing, sees you saying and talking about your entire life story with the mask on. And then always at the end, you are taking the mask off and you're putting it away. After a while, the mind will form that story and create an association with that story being the mask. And then you remove the mask and you put it away. So what happens is over time, your whole past, everything that you've experienced, you can still remember it, you can still experience it, you still gain all the benefits from it, but all those labels and negative associations and trapped emotions all come out and get associated with the mask. So when you take it off, and after 30 days, hopefully, you've been updated with your life. If you haven't been, you can continue. You can continue to 40 days, 45 days, 60 days. Keep going until you become updated and you're talking about what happened today. And when you take this mask off and put it away, you're putting away, you're letting go of everything that's happened in your life. All those experiences that you had. Revealing or giving you the opportunity to reveal that which is beyond the mask. Something that's constant, unchanging, omnipotent, and infinite in nature. And the only way of experiencing that, or to rest there, is to let go. And this is a very practical way of removing that mask to reveal that which is beyond. So, if you like this sort of stuff, please give it a like and subscribe. Please comment down below if you are doing this practice and which day it is and how you're experiencing this, what changes you're noticing within yourself. So thank you, take care, and I shall see you very soon. Peace.